Hello, welcome. Now I'm going to have a reading for Gemini, Jam. So let's see. It seems like a lot of you have been involved in maybe too much passion. Maybe it seems like there might have been some triangle that there in November will be quite some sorrow and heartache because of maybe somebody have been involved in your relationship, or you have been involved in someone that was already taken. And it seems to me that you feel this defeat. There might be a fire sign that has been involved with this, in this passion. It might, maybe you have been unfaithful, or your lover might have been unfaithful. Overall, there seems to be some grief. Maybe you have been involved in somebody that was already taken in a partnership, and or you have fell in love with someone that is already taken. It seems to me that there has been quite a lot on your mind, and here is it just not difficulties and sorrow by grief and depression and all of that. It seems to be somebody that has been unfaithful to you, or at least go behind your back with something. That it seems like you have been involved with some drama when it comes to relationship. There seems to be a lot of problems in November, and that maybe you are too easily giving away your heart to someone that wasn't prepared to involve themselves as much as you thought they would. Maybe you even didn't know about this other woman, and you will find out about it in November, or maybe you already have found it out. And there will be a lot of talking about this relationship. Maybe even some of you are the winning one that has break up a relationship, and that you are now facing the consequences by people talking behind your back and slandering. A lot of it has to do with this relationship. And it seems like in November all you can think about is you having this heartbreak, and There seems to be maybe some of you have even accepted this, but maybe the other woman hasn't, or will find it out in November. But it might be a Leo also. But I feel like you're thinking a lot of about inviting people home to you, and maybe even getting a lot of invites yourself to other people's home. Maybe you concentrate on your home to try to build something stable, you know. And in November you seem to need a lot of rest and to get to put this heartache behind you. Maybe even you need to go to an institution or a hospital or a psychiatric ward just to get some rest, because this has taken its toll on you big time. And I feel like many of you will have the chance of a new beginning. Maybe you are trying to get a relationship and put this relationship behind you if you are the victim here and your lover has been unfaithful to you. It seems like you will need a lot of strength, and there seems to be a chance that this was meant to be, you know? That this was meant to happen for you to create something new. You are maybe hoping that someone will sacrifice something for you. But it seems to me that they are too busy in gaining more knowledge and they are too busy by themselves. I don't see that they are maybe you met this person at a job or maybe at school or some courses that you have, and it might be someone with the Neptune in the chart, but it can also be, I see clearly it might be a fire or air sign. It's the most dominant element that is that this might concern. But I feel like this for this to go well, it has to be some sacrifices from other people, and I don't see that they are so much willing to do that. Maybe your lover has to go away because of his job or something like that, so it make you feel quite alone. It may make you want to maybe you have met someone where your boyfriend or girlfriend was away on your job or at school, as I said, and there seems to be a great deal of passion here, and there seems to be, and this is a quite charming person, and you feel a lot of passion when it comes to this person. So I feel like it might be a colleague or some student that you have been going to school with that has created this heart sorrow, because I feel like many of you feel quite like a storm is rushing through your life, and you have been feeling creative and the thing you were on the winning side for quite some time. And suddenly when you find out about this other woman, that they might not have been quite sexual yet, but it can be just a flirt, but overall they have broken some rules, and now it seems to be a threesome that is definitely going to end up with at least one of you getting its heart broken. And I feel like some of you are quite depressed, that you are grieving over something in November, and it might have to do with something about your home, or it's telling you to focus on your home. It seems like partnerships in November is not going quite as you hope, you know. Maybe you, because of all of this passion that you have, maybe you are in love with two people and you don't know who you are going to choose, or you are waiting for them to make a choice for you. But it's telling me that you should get some rest and I feel like for many of you, a new romantic relationship is on their way in your life because of all of this also. And that might be a problem for those of you that are already in an established relationship, because I feel like some of you also, especially if you are in an established relationship, despite of this heartache that maybe you are in a phase that you are quite devoted to each other. Overall, it seems like the problem is that there will be some special person that you didn't forsake or foresee that was going to come into your life. Maybe friendships are a problem in November. Maybe there are a lot of betrayal and backtalking, and there seems to be, if it's you that is acting this way, talking shit and lying, it's a warning about doing that in November, because it will create a lot of heartache for you. Because right now it seems like you need some rest and some strength, and that there might be a loyal person that can help you and give you some good advice, you know. Maybe even a dog or a cat will be at help in this, all of this, because you know they have healing power. And it seems like there's a lot of things happening under the surface that will make itself known in November, it seems. Maybe there's a lot of things happening, like And it seems like motherhood will also be important in November. That there is someone that you need to gain your strength to help. Maybe one of your children or your child or your children will need your strength and help in November. Because there seems to be some way or another, if it's not you involved in this, it is someone very, very close to you, so it involves you anyhow, you know? There will be a lot of conversations and there will be a lot of back talking. And maybe if you have been unfaithful then, or maybe been involved in this threesome, that people has finally get to know about it, so they are talking about it behind your back and lying maybe even also. And I feel like you have some emotional unstable, that you need some emotional stable life right now in November, but there need to be some sacrifices here. And there is a damn great need for rest, because destiny is at play here and there will be a new beginning. I feel like many of you will feel extremely satisfied. So therefore I think that, and this is quite controversial, because you feel like you are emotionally fulfilled. But there is this depression, maybe it's the time of the year that makes you, when the lights isn't and sun isn't up as long, you know, many people get depressed in the autumn and the fall, and this might be a difficult period for you, but it seems like there is some grieving and some heartache that you are struggling about. I don't know if it's about your mother or that it has to do with your children, but and it might concern a Leo, but a fire sign, as I said, and air sign might be involved in this, but that's not certain. It can be any sign, actually. But Leo and fire is making itself known quite much right now. So I see that there will be a lot of sacrifices in maybe you are depressed because you're feeling that you are in a loving time with your husband and or your wife, so that one of you have to go away to work or to study, so that you feel a lot of heartache because you feel like you are in a very loving phase in the relationship, you know, that there is quite much happening and you feel like you can't share this with your partner because one of you has to study or go to work, maybe driving on the continent or something, so they have to be away for quite some time, or maybe even taking a course. And there will be a chance for a new beginning. I feel like many of you feel like you are emotional fulfilled, and maybe even that makes you depressed, because the Gemini often like things happening, you know, and when everything is settled and stable, that you need to feel like you are alive. And if you're not, but there is this heart sorrow I feel this depression or sorrow that is working here. And I feel like many of you have had some success until now. Maybe even in job, maybe even an addition to the family. Maybe someone has had a child and that there have just been, you know, when you go to the priest and you get water in your head. And there seems to be a lot of celebration when it comes to that. But there is this heartache, there is something missing, and there is something that will bring tears to your eyes, Gemini, in November. And it might have to do with your home. Maybe you have to move, or maybe you are in quarantine that you because of the coronavirus. I don't know. Or maybe there is something. It seems like you need to gain strength and get some rest so that you can start with a new project that you have. That maybe when all of this is over and things have settled down, that you will have this new beginning, you know? Yeah, there's some new beginning. It seems like someone is going to change their mind. And maybe there's a lot of things happening and you feel the need to stay at home. You know? That there's a lot of things happening when you feel the need to rest. Though you are definitely going to cry about something in November. And if you want to know more details, you can contact me on earthangeltarot@hotmail.com or at Nightwitch Tarot on Facebook, so we can get to the bottom of what it is, you know. Yeah, you feel the need to just slow down and maybe even some of you are going to, maybe there's someone that got your mind and someone that got your heart, and you might not know which one to choose. Maybe there are something that has to do with money or your home that is causing the tears, but this is a general reading, so it's hard for me to know which one of you. But if you want a private reading, you can contact me. I put the links down below as always. So let's see, my dear, what the angel has for message for you for November. I love this chair. So let's see, Gemini. You got Desiree and Serena. And Desiree says, no conditions are favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help and guide and comfort you. There's a reason why you asked for heaven's opinion about this situation. In your heart, you knew that something was amiss. I'm here to help you. Trust the wisdom within your heart. Although it might seem romantic to jump in without looking, this situation warrants otherwise. Since I'm one of your guardian angels, your happiness are my central mission. This situation is currently strands. Won't bring you the joy that you seek. There are options available for you. One is to wait. This will certainly improve your outlook, either because you will learn more information or because something better will come along. The second option is to go ahead with the current situation. You certainly have the free will to do so. Be assured that I will stay with you whether you heed my caution or not. If you fall into a situation where you need my rescue, I will be there with my unconditional love each time that you listen to me, and each time that you ignore me, you grow and learn. And that was Desiree. I love her card. And Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how it will happen. Have faith. The additional message is, God is the source of all of your good. Release all of your cares and worries to me, and I will bring them directly to God. The more that you surrender this situation to heaven, the more open you become. Your openness, like outstretched arms, welcomes the gifts that we bring you. When you worry, however, it closes you down. It becomes more difficult for us to deliver your gifts. You don't notice your gifts, or you push them away. God's infinite creativity means that your financial support will come in unexpected ways. One of the reasons why you worry is because you don't know how your money will be delivered. You can release these worries by completely relying on God's wisdom and care. Notice your receptive thoughts, feelings, and ideas. They are our way of communicating divine guidance to you. As you allow these divine directives, your supply comes to you on the wings of angels, without delay or reservation. The more that you can relax and trust, the faster we can bring the gifts your way. Beautiful, beautiful. Your blessing, of course, Gemini. I will not forget. Look at this beautiful purple light, and let it heal you, Gemini. Thank you so much for listening. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And remember, the one with the most views, I'm doing that in that order. So the next one is Pisces. Så bye for now. Blessed be. Ha det bra.